Hi friends, Dean here with Escape to Gaming. Today's Escape to Gaming is brought to you by Rockstar Games Painkillers. Perfect for whether you're playing Max Payne or even Manhunt. They'll get you out of a jam and they'll certainly help you through the worst of tough times, especially when you're trying to film a YouTube video like now. So, sorry for the sarcasm. I've been frustrated that I've had to take, so many pain meds to even sit and do this rant. I've been trying for the longest time to get through and do my review of Wolfenstein: The Tides of War, and I just haven't felt well enough to even do this. I have all the footage done. I even went back through and recaptured some even better footage and PS2 footage and what have you. And it's been problematic. I also have played all but the last level of Manhunt and captured all the footage for that, which I've been uploading lately on YouTube for those that might be interested in an old retro game that I like. Just seeing a simple walk through the game, although I cut out all of the scenes where I've been killed repeatedly. I'm a little rusty with the game, so I've been dying quite a bit and just try to edit those out. I left a few of them in at the end, but anyway, I got one more level of that to play later tonight. I'll upload it. I've had a few friends that have said, Dean, you really should do some commentary over your videos, and I haven't had a mic, so I finally got a cheap mic, inexpensive mic yesterday, which should work fine with my Windows 7, and I'll be able to record some actual footage or some gameplay commentary over various gameplays that I'm doing. So I'm kind of evolving out of the tar pit. On top of that, I finally came home from work yesterday on Saturday and felt halfway decent. It felt good to get a lot of work done this week and to have some money coming into the house. And I said, I think I'll film a little video. So I took my old little donated flip camera, which I've had since September of 2012. Someone gave it to me then, and they went out and bought a new Sony Handycam or something at the time, or Panasonic or something. And so, well, Dean, here you might be able to find this useful for doing YouTube videos. And I remember seeing these when they first came out and thought they were cute little, very simple, just point and click little cameras, simple zoom feature, really nothing to it. But I found for me, for my low-tech show, it worked fine. So it was kind of forced. I came home and first the battery pack went out in this. So I ordered a new battery pack for a flip camera, which was tough even finding one. And then that one went out after a few months. So I just put regular AA little Energizer batteries in it, and it would work fine. You could do like a half an hour segment or so, but the batteries would just burn out really fast. And then the last couple of videos, I'd do like a half an hour video, and it only recorded like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'd put new batteries in constantly just to get through a simple video. So finally yesterday I turned it on, put new batteries in again, and the screen was black. I go, okay, that's it, I'm done with this. So I told my wife, she was out running errands, she goes, I can go by Best Buy, maybe I can pick you up a little camera. And I go, well, I kind of should be there for this. I said, I'd like you to, it'd be great if you can pick me up one, but I would like to kind of see the options, and I don't know shit about these camcorders. Do I need a camera, or some of the cameras do video, but do I really need a camcorder? And I thought, well, I should make an investment and try to up the tech and evolve out of the La Brea tar pit, so to speak, and try to up the quality of my videos. I've been quite encouraged. Scott Bailey of Scott's Game Reviews, I'll have a link to his channel down below, just did a wonderful video on how he captures his gameplay and does his Sony Vegas editing and all that. I also have Sony Vegas and enjoy it, and he's been a huge help. I mean, for the longest time I couldn't figure out how to get 1080p videos. I'd start to render them and the rendering wasn't working. Well, I didn't realize the bit rate was up at 300 million or some crazy thing, so it would crash. It would crash the Sony Vegas. It would start to record at this ridiculous high quality, and then it would crash my computer, and I just, I'm done, I don't know what to do. So I watched a myriad of YouTube videos and kind of PM Scott. He gave me some tips. You know what, I should just do a video kind of showing how I do things. So he was nice enough to do that. I'll have a link for that video down below, and it really helped me through getting my settings. I had no idea. I mean, I've had no one really to show me the ropes with any of this. I've just kind of evolved into YouTube and figured out how do you do a thumbnail. And I went on YouTube and download the free GIMP 2.8 or whatever the hell it is, and then I watched tutorials. I mean, it would take me days just to do a simple thumbnail. and took even longer, months, to learn Sony Vegas and learn some of the dynamics of Sony Vegas, which has been kind of challenging and problematic for a Fred Flintstone, kind of low-tech guy like myself. So my wife can only do so much. She can help me with some of the basic computer stuff, but she gets frustrated with my questions and doesn't quite often know how to handle them. So, so we went out, and she found out at the Best Buy there that they had a great sale. This new Canon HD camera. They're typically $300 to $329, and it's a brand new camera that just came out. It's a new upgraded R600 or whatever it is, HD camera. It's got like a 57 times zoom, an incredible zoom, great detail, all kinds of filters and crap that I'll never probably figure out. But the price of it was instead of $329, it was only $179. I go, okay, well, we'll take one. Well, we're sold out of them. All right, we'll call. There's probably 5 or 6 Best Buy stores in Greater Sacramento. Just can you find out if one of the other stores has one in their location? So they check and go, well, none of our stores have. We're all sold out. We could probably order one online, but it's showing that even that's sold out. I go, okay, well, that's nice. I said, what can we do? Well, there's actually 3 of them at the Auburn store, which is like an hour's drive, kind of north of Sacramento on the way up towards Reno. Heading towards Reno, Nevada. We go up there and see like Joe Satriani concerts and other Bass Nectar and other dubstep concerts we've gone to up there. And so it's a nice place to go. It's like 2.5 hours drive, but on the way up there we go by a little town, beautiful, up near Grass Valley. Interesting name for it. It's named because of all of the pot that they grow up there, but beautiful little area nonetheless, kind of a little mining town. So we took my war rig, the Hemi truck, and I'd pop some more pain pills so I could handle the drive. I can't even drive right now. Luckily, my truck has got the handles and the A-pillars, which I can grab while I'm driving, kind of alleviate the pressure on my back. But we got up there, made up there about 45 minutes. Traffic was light. I could haul ass, 85 or so up there, 90. And we got up there about 45 minutes. They had the camera waiting. I bought a little 16, gig memory card for it, an upgraded one, and I bought my little mic, so now I got to figure out how to use that next. Scott Bailey was nice enough to send me links to this Audacity program, which supposedly you can help you with doing commentary overlays and what have you. So I'm anxious to try that. So that's the end of this little camera. I'm now facing this new little Canon HD camera. Vivia something I can't read it, HD R600. I don't know all these serial numbers and names, but it's a nice little camera, and would highly recommend it. I did some tests with it already and looked at a lot of YouTube reviews of it, and they said it's a great camera, so we're real happy to find it. It's nice saving almost 50% off on it too, on top of that, because right now the money's been really tight. I felt guilty even buying this, but Laura and I have taken so many road trips, and this little camera could never really capture motion, blur, compensation very well. When you're driving, and I'm driving, and my camera is bouncing around, and you get, lots of fuzz and vibration. And so this one, compensates for all that, and then some. So finally upgrading, kind of getting out of the caveman days of low-tech stuff. But anyway, so I've been enjoying a lot of Manhunt, got the original Xbox hooked up, finally figured out how to render, these older videos and use the HD Hauppauge HD PVR2, and like I said, captured tons of Wolfenstein, Return to Castle, which I've really been enjoying. So I'm hoping soon. I feel a little bit better. I want to do a really top-notch job on these reviews. Like I said, I've been really inspired by Scott Bailey, which really puts a lot of time and care into his reviews, and I really appreciate the quality and the editing and the little quips and everything he puts in there. So he's been a huge inspiration. Without him, I probably would have been kind of stuck in the Stone Age. He's kind of really helped me through issues with my own channel on a technical basis and stuff like that. Plus, he's just a real great dude and real inspirational. So Retro Unlimited has just got a wonderful array of guys from every walk of life and genre of gaming, and it's nice to belong to a family of great gamers, whether they're in the UK or the couple that are here in the States. I really enjoy belonging to them. And it's been nice when you get stuck and you need help. These are a wonderful group of dudes that'll do anything to help you out and give you tips. And that's great. That's what the whole community is about. And that's why why I got into YouTube from the beginning was to just to be a part of it. It's a great, you know, brotherhood of friends and what have you. In YouTube, they help each other out with games or questions or technical support. For cavemen like me, it's quite helpful. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4. I quit a couple weeks ago. I kind of reached a threshold. I know Scott had posted a video based off Peter Doerr's videos, you know, which I watched just recently after Scott mentioned he had a link to his video, and Peter Doerr said he's kind of reached an apogee with gaming where he's just kind of burned out, you know, and you could burn out with it. And I can relate to that. I went through that right around Christmas, right before Christmas. I received very generously this wonderful Fallout 4 game from my friend Angel Sanchez. And I just was afraid to kind of get into it. I kind of burned out after 200 plus hours on Mad Max. And I still haven't finished the game yet, which I'm frustrated with. I'm not used to putting in long amounts of period. Usually for me, 8 to 12 hours is like more than enough time. I mean, I got stuck on Far Cry 3 and 4. I've got about, 34, 35 hours in each of those. And I just kind of hit like an invisible wall, and I just kind of peter out sometimes unless the game really captures my imagination, because for me, I'll be in the mood for that day or a few days, but because of my ADD and just life in general, all of a sudden I'll come home one day and I'm like hankering to play an old Sega Genesis game, or to play the original Forza Horizon or Forza 4, something like that. And so I go through phases, just like food. I mean, if you eat the same damn thing every day, you'll get sick of it, get somewhat jaded and burned out. So the key is you just keep a variety, just like you do with your diet. Keep a variety of gaming, which reminds me, I just downloaded the new Star Wars Bounty Hunter. They've got this wonderful array of 3 new Star Wars games. They got Bounty Hunter, Racer Revenge, and they have the one I'm looking for from my Xbox collection, which I don't have yet. I could easily get on the PS2, and that's the Star Wars, it's called Jedi Starfighter, which I don't have yet. I may just have to get the PS2 version. I'm trying to find it locally, but I have to, or go online and get the original Xbox version, which usually has a little bit better graphics. But fortunately, those are kind of initially were PS2 exclusives, and so they've made them available along with the original Super Star Wars off the PlayStation, Live Arcade, or whatever the hell their version of it is. And so it was like $10. I downloaded it, and man, the graphics look amazing. They look great on Super Star Wars, but God, for an old PS2 game, I was thrilled to find this and even put this and play this on the PlayStation 2, but it's even looks so much better. It might even have, supports for trophies and stuff like that. I don't know, but it looks and plays amazing, and I'm anxious to play through that, and I could probably definitely capture some really great HD, footage of that as well. So, but right now I'm just loving the original Xbox. It's been great recording this old footage. Now I've been uploading in 1080p for the first time. I've always uploaded in 720p because I didn't understand how to operate my Sony Vegas and do the rendering settings, embarrassingly. I'm probably going to try a little black next. I've been dying to play this. Now, I blew through this in the PlayStation 2 repeatedly and went back and played it on harder levels. This game is tough. I mean, talk about bullet sponge. I love the graphics and the particle effects and explosions, and they really capture the nature of guns. Just the reloading animations alone makes this so cool. And so I've been dying to get back into black. And so I think I might try that next. I got to finish that last level of Manhunt called Deliverance. It's really tough, brutal level, really intense. I'm going to see if I can get through that and finish my last upload of that. In the future, I'll probably try to, figure out how to do this commentary over the top, so at least you can hear my commentary. I thought with Manhunt it'd be kind of better, creepier, just to have the quiet. I love the ambient sounds and the heartbeat that you hear and everything else. And as you pick up weapons or you walk over bottles of pain pills as you need them. I like the little sound design and sound effects and graphics and all that. It's a wonderful stealth game, and I really enjoyed playing Manhunt. I've got Manhunt 2 for the PlayStation 2, which I'll probably be doing as well soon. I don't know if I'll do a playthrough of that or just simply a review, but I'd love to review that as well. So I'm excited now that I've kind of figured out how to use my HD PVR2. I'd like to do more older retro type gameplay, some of my old games. In fact, my wife knew, somehow she heard me whining around Christmas time that I was missing, and I always wanted to buy, I never had, the Duke Nukem Time to Kill strategy guide for my favorite PlayStation 1 game. So little did I know, she ordered this from, I don't know, from Indiana or somewhere back east, and it finally came in the mail. I had never seen one of these before. This was kind of before I got strategy guides. I really didn't get strategy guides till like the late 90s. This game came out in 97, I believe. But around 2000, around Twisted Metal Black, I started buying strategy guides. In fact, I have a strategy guide for Twisted Metal Black. But this is just a wonderful, wonderful book, and it has all of the great full-color illustrations and secrets, and all of the, you know, the locations and tips and weapons, and alien scum and your power-ups and everything. It's so great. I love collecting strategy guides. I don't know why more people don't talk about them. I got an enormous collection of them, and I have a whole list of ones that I would like to get. Sometimes I don't even really use the guides, but it's just like an art book. It's just nice to see, and you can kind of see what the devs were designing in the way of secret areas, and it's just nice to see the visuals. It's almost like an archival documentation of the game with visual pictures, and certainly, you know, secrets and levels. And sometimes I'll been playing a game and I'll have beaten them before ever seeing a guide, and years later I'll get the guide and go, oh God, I didn't know I could go through the game that way, or I didn't know that that was a strategy. So lots of viable strategies, and just a lot of fun to collect. Some people are, you know, into collecting, you know, box art, big, you know, PC box art games and stuff like that, which I've never really been much of a PC gamer, but I certainly can appreciate everyone's gaming collections, and they all have their little idiosyncrasies with what they like and what they don't. And that's what I love about this hobby of gaming. It's so cool. So that's pretty much what I've been up to. I don't know if I'd like to get more into some PS4 games as well. I never did finish Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, which I have right here. Got it right here on the shelf. But I do have a digital download as well for that, as well as this you know, the Zombie Army trilogy from I think Rebellion. So I might do some, you know, gameplay footage pretty soon of a PS4 game. You know, I'm thinking again of that Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which would really be cool to do, like maybe even a walkthrough of that. I've never played this game. I've heard it's really tough and gets ultra challenging later on. So I love challenging games, and it looks awesome, and the graphics are great. So I'm excited about doing more gaming reviews now. I got a little bit better equipment. If I can figure it all out, line the planets up, it'll be nice to film some stuff in that regard. So, you know, getting back to Scott's comments, he did a really interesting kind of a response video in a way, or just kind of his take on burning out. He was talking about the various genres that he used to really love and be head over his heels infatuated with, and now it's like not so much with the Japanese RPGs. I've never been a huge RPG person. I do like some of the older ones like Syndicate and the original Wasteland. There's a few that I really loved and played back in the day, and just had such a wonderful time on my C64 playing those, as rudimentary as that system was. And I've got Wasteland 2, but I'm nervous about diving into something with another 100+ hour game. Fallout 4 is a rare exception, or even Mad Max, where I've got 140 to 200 hours. I mean, I got a long ways to go. I've got half of the missions left at least on Fallout 4, and I'm 140 hours in, so I can see 200 plus hours easily. I've pretty much investigated so many spots and collected most of the magazines and all of the bobbleheads and all that, and it's a tremendous amount of fun. I just had, that game was so therapeutic and helped me get through this time. Kind of laying on the couch on my side, kind of sideways, playing my game with a controller in hand, and it's been challenging, but I've really enjoyed it. I've uploaded a ton of Fallout 4 videos, kind of like I did with my Mad Max, get a little carried away, but I'm having a good time with it, and it's getting me through this most difficult of times. So, like I said, this, I've been, living now for the little things, whether I'm just spending time with Vinny and spending quality time with my wife at the fireplace at night and watching our favorite old retro TV shows on DVD and playing these old retro games. And they're like comfort food at a time when I just feel like absolute hell. So, in regards to personal news, I'll be getting a spinal injection on the 25th here real soon. I think it's this coming Thursday, which is supposed to alleviate some of the pinched nerve pain. It's really a Band-Aid, and it's just the shot could last a couple of weeks. It may not be effective at all. We don't know. Could last even a couple months, but in the end, I have to go through the formality of doing all this crap before they'll grant me this, $55,000 plus back surgery, which I really need. So the insurance company's putting me through all these hoops. In the meantime, I'm trying to take a little bit of work on, which I really shouldn't be doing at all, but I need the money. These doctors don't give a rat's ass whether you make money or work or not. They say, well, you just don't work right now. I'm like, well, and what? Months of Band-Aids and attempted things? I mean, because I'm going to be down for 3 months after the surgery. I won't be able to even lift 20 pounds, and so that could be a real challenge with gaming as well, or anything else. But at some point, the work is going to come to a complete stop, and I'll probably have to get into a completely different line of work. But in the meantime, I have some wonderful friends that have been very supportive, family members that have been supportive. My wife, for sure. Even, the comfort of little Vinny. Great friends like, Scott Bailey and others in the Retro Unlimited community that have sent me wonderful, messages and PMs. And it's just been nice to have some good friends to get you through tough times and give you something to take your mind off from the crap that dealing with pain and the problems of life that just wears you down. But right now, gaming has never been better. I'm certainly not burned out on gaming. I do burn out in certain genres and certain games. I agree with Scott. Scott's like me. He likes shorter games. He'd rather play a Spec Ops: The Line and get through it in 5 or 7 hours and really enjoy it and then move on to the next game, So I've been, debating playing Bulletstorm again. I really miss that. I've been wanting to play that. I never did finish Singularity. I'd love to play that game and do a review of it as well. So we'll see. Excited with this, smorgasbord of games I'm surrounded with all around me. I've got so many now, and now I come in this room, like I said in one of my last vlogs, and I just get so excited and inspired to touch and hold and look at every box and read them and remember the memories and to play them of these wonderful memories, just looking back at these games and how cool they are. And the wonderful memories I had playing them, whether I played them on the PS2 or the Xbox or PS1 or what have you. That's what gaming is all about. So gaming has never been more important to me personally. I'm having a great time and just happy to get back in the saddle with YouTube and try to get out, like I said, out of the Stone Age and get a little bit more high-tech and have just a better quality channel for my friends and viewers that want to watch this stuff. If you find the games interesting, it's wonderful to hear your comments and support on it. I really do appreciate it. No matter how simple a comment is, it's a nice reminder that someone's actually watching, another person's out there watching the video and they liked it, or they, hey, God, I remember this game back in the day. It's so cool to see it again. I'm glad you're enjoying it, what have you. Even a little comment is nice. It's just nice to have the interaction, which is why a lot of us do YouTube. It's just nice, a nice hobby. There's no Patron here or Patreon or whatever the hell it's called. There's no, ad revenue that I get off this. It's just simply a wonderful hobby and a way to stay in touch with like-minded friends. And a lot of us share the hobby for pure escapism. That's what it's all about. That's what the show is all about. My little escape to gaming thing. That's what my persona is about. Is just upholding this great hobby that we have. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support and kindness, and enjoy your games. I look forward to seeing your videos and your gaming, social media stuff as you upload it or share it on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. It's so cool to be part of this great community. So thanks for watching, and enjoy your life.